This is something interesting that I'm about to get ready to say. It may shock people, maybe it won't. Who are target individuals who probably didn't not know anything about this. But if you really think about it, you have to really think and think outside of the box. Don't think how society taught you how the way to think or how to arrive at the conclusions the way they taught you. You have to develop your own type of methods to exceed or excel at how to think and push your limits, your mental capabilities to the extreme. You see? That's why you have to keep on questioning everything around you. You gotta keep on asking why. Why are the Christians and Christian preachers are angry when I open up the Bible? Every time I open up the Bible, the preacher gets angry and say, "Put the Bible up. Put the book down. Don't read the scriptures." I'm giving my speech. I want everybody in the church to listen. You see? Don't read any scriptures up in here. Don't pray. Don't do this until I tell you to do it. But that's something you're supposed to do, because there's a lot of Christian preachers who do not preach the scriptures the way it's supposed to be preached. They don't preach the scriptures to people. They're afraid of offending people. Like, for example, the whole thing about, let me see if I can come up with something. Like, for example, hell. There's a lot of Christian preachers that don't like to talk about hell because it's scary and dark and gloomy, or the dark things in the Bible, like the apocalypse, or is saved once saved is always saved, or maybe is it just a myth? But because sometimes the darker things can save you from going to hell. You see, but besides all that, why don't they ever really touch up on creationism all that much? That's the number one thing that is avoided the most, and there's a lot of preachers and Christians who don't really talk about creation the way the Bible actually depicts it. They want to depict it and blend in human evolution and creationism with what scriptures say. You're not supposed to do that. So I'm gonna say it exactly what's phrased in the Bible, but right about now I'm talking. I'm not gonna be reading any scriptures today. Okay. I'm sorry. It's tonight. I'm sorry. My bad. It's night. It's 11 something. At night. It's about to be the morning. But creation, right? God has He has designed everything that is created is designed. You see what I'm saying? Everything has a natural order, a natural place, a natural setting, how the way it functions in unison with everything else that exists. You see? And everything is created for each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, the plants are created. We dispel carbon dioxide, and the trees take in carbon dioxide, right? God has created all the races of people, which is 3 races, okay? And then you have the other races of people, right? And what he did is he changed up the DNA of the men and women, right? Like I said before. And then God the this is going to come as a shock. The first race of people are Caucasian people. Okay, that's the first race of people that existed upon this earth. As much as black people might actually hate me for saying this, but I did thorough research back in the day, and even still to this day, it still go right back to that conclusion that the first race of people was Caucasian people. The second race of people that existed on this earth that God created was Negro people. Those are the black people, the Africans, etc. And then you have the third races of people, which is the Mongolic people. And who are the Mongolics? The Mongolic people are the people like the Chinese, the Japanese, the Southeast Asians, the Native American people, those type of people, right? The Eskimos, that's who the Mongolics are. They're the last race of people that was created. Kush is black. Canaan is Mongolic. And then there's a very how shall I put it, strong indication that that was indicated in the Bible. Okay. The Table of Nations will help people figure this out. But there's another way how I found out, but I'll talk about that some other time. And so it's very interesting. Back in the day, the technologies that we have now is the technologies that existed back then, but it doesn't quite exist in the form that it was before, because the form that it was before possibly even might be even more advanced than the technologies that exist now. And there are some strong indications of that. The purpose of talking about this is because people think that that the people way back then was really extremely dumb, but we never was stupid. We was always smart. Back then, in the most ancient past, we have been the most advanced intellectual people that ever existed on the face of this planet at first. Even Adam and Eve was intelligent. They was extremely intelligent. Innocent, but extremely intelligent. And then the people now that exist, we also are intelligent, but we are abusing our intelligence just like the people way back in the ancient past. There has always been corruption because the fall of man has taken place ever since we disobeyed God. And so through that, our flesh is corrupt because we took in those curses, and now we have to actually deal with what God punished us. And so our innate nature is corrupt through our impulses of our flesh.